So we've just got to the job. And we're going to do a little bit of work on this not very yummy massy. So first things first for me, folks. Let's go and have a look. So what I'll do straight away is I'll be getting this pulled out. So get that pulled out, leave that to the side. We've also got another mat in there underneath. These mats are actually supplied with the tractors when you buy them new, and it is definitely worthwhile keeping them in. But we'll just do the same with that. Pull it out. We'll give them a clean when they're outside. Alright, so I'm going to grab some bags and we're going to empty everything into some bags to get out of the tractor, get it emptied, ready for us to start attacking it with the Mr. Yummy's products. Here we go. Right, I'm just about happy now. Got the bulk of it out. Time to use Mr. Yummy's agri-cleaning solutions. Here we go. First and foremost, we'll start off with a bit of Mr. Yummy's APC. Right then, folks, the hardest wear in place to get right on a tractor is always the floor. Rubbish feet jumping in and out of the farmyard. You can't help it. You can't blame the tractor farmers. You just need to get cracked on and do their job. So this bit here is a test of the product. We're going to use Mr. Yummy's APC. Just going to give it a light spray of first coat. Just spray everywhere, even on the pedals here, just start softening. Pedals will probably need a couple of takes. The plastic. Now this product has been designed to cut through agricultural grease. We created this because struggling in the day-to-day job with the products that are available. So I'm going to keep this running live, Cam. I want this in real time. Just so it doesn't look like we've edited it. Leave it so long and then nice time. We'll do this in real time, so we're going to leave it a little bit less than we normally would. We'd normally give it a couple of minutes to dwell right on in. Just to show you the magic of this product. I'm just going to start, I'll let the floor seep in a little bit longer, but I'll just start on these plastics here. Can you see them, Callum? Mr. Yummy's APC. As effortless as that. You can't like that, mate. You can't make that. That's how easy it is, folks, when you use the right products for the job. So again, just fold this cloth over. Put it in here, Callum. Yeah? There's one white. Straight down and we'll go along there a wee bit, Callum. Simple standard. So I'm going to wipe just quickly these rubbers. And this is just the initial clean, folks. So you do have to go over yourself a few times. I'll use different products. So I'll use the APC, the all-purpose cleaner, to get all the grimy bits at first. Make your job easier when you come to make it look pretty at the end. Or as I'd like to say, when you get it looking yummy. Here we go, folks. Right. I'll do this with Callum, just this little column. So again, folks, we'll just give that a light spray. I'm not going mad on this now. All I'm doing is try to get the bulk of the grime off. I'm not going to be picky at all. A wee light spray with the APC. Then you spray in there, just the residue of the APC in there's enough. We'll get on down the side now, Callum. And for all the farming community out there, you know yourselves, you'll have used products, you'll have seen how difficult it is to get it looking, even like this to be fair. And this is just the general, real quick wipe down. We're not going mad here. If you bring it around here, Callum, you see where I've got to. So, and it's that easy. Boom, bam, there we go. Mr. Yummy's APC, all-purpose cleaner. For me, there's nothing quite like it on the market. This is another bad bit. Again, the farming community know. When you're pointing bits like this out, they know how hard it is to clean them. Bang, boom. Mr. Yummy's APC, number one. Can I just say that's a microfiber cloth? There's no gimmicks or anything here, folks. Very quick wipe there. We'll go more thorough. We're going to get right involved in there and we'll give it a big scrub up. We'll get that floor looking pretty much brand new using Mr. Yummy's APC. You guessed it. Here we go. Oh. Cleaning shouldn't be difficult. That's why we created these products. Let's make life a little bit easier. So again, folks, that's the first spray, the first wipe down. This is not the finished result. I will give it another spray. Some of these bits of slurry are a bit more stained on. And I'm going to get another rag now too. Here we go. Right, I'm doing the bit I don't like doing. So I've just wiped all that floor out. I've not got it to the level where I'm 100% happy with. I've not done everywhere actually, there's a couple of little bits. But I'm going to jump in it now. If you have got access to one of these, now's the time to do your pedals. So I've only sprayed this once with the APC. I don't expect it to take everything out, by the way. I just expect it to take the top film off, we'll spray it again, and then we'll work on it from there. So here we go, folks. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to get working on this console here. It's not majorly grimy, it's more dusty, but you know yourself, in the farming community, things do get sticky and grimy on these bits here. So what I always do, the same crack as everywhere else, I'll start off with a light dust. You don't have to go crazy, folks. A light dust of APC over everything. Just get this down the side as well, most of them here. And then I just give it a wee wipe. Again, this is the initial wipe, folks. So we're not looking for perfection yet. We're just giving it a spray off and a wipe down. When I start using the dash cleaner is when I start wanting it to look proper. This is just a general wipe down just now. Stage one of the interior. So I'm going to show you a little tip that I do as well. So I'll wipe everything down by hand initially. Again, if you've not got access to a compressor, an airline, it's not the end of the world. You can use brushes. So at this next stage, when I use my airline, if you haven't got an airline, just get some detailing brushes and just go around all the wee cracked bits that I'm going to go around. Bits that you struggle to get your fingers in. Oh, I'm not even got any product sprayed there, Callum. And in there as well, it looks a bit not very yummy. Look at that. It's absolutely sensational, this stuff. Right, so now I'm just about there where I'm going to use the airline. Chuck that down on the flare. So, quick airline. Come up here, Callum. I'm going to show you the purpose of this airline. See around these bits here? They get a bit grubby. So I'll just give that a wee spray there. So another thing I'm often asked, folks, is how do you clean the rubbers as well? And the easy answer is, sorry to say it again, I sound like a broken record, Mr. Yummy's APC. It makes short work of it. So from there, I use the airline. I've literally just sprayed that on. I'm just going to start blasting it off to let you see. Then from there, folks, one quick wipe with a cloth all the way down. I have to climb in here. I'll get that little bit with the airline again in a second. But that is incredible. Again, the farming community know how difficult they are to do. Take another pass over it. Right then, folks, we're going on to stage 2 now, which is Mr. Yummy's dash cleaner. So we've got everything, all the grimy bits taken off with the APC. We're now going to go over it with a dash cleaner. Now, I personally like to start on the centre console here, the driver's console. So just spray a bit of Mr. Yummy's dash cleaner everywhere. And that'll do me, I think, Callum. Let's pull that down, get that bit in there, you see. As you all know, these are hot spots. We all know about them. Right. I'm going to need the airline, Callum, which you should have had, but you didn't have. Now you're pissing me out. Right. So for me, what I do is, I've just seen a wee bit. I've not got any contact on. Must be a little bit in there. If it doesn't get contact, it doesn't do the same job I want it to do. So for me, from there, you can just go initially and wipe down everywhere that you've got covered with your Mr. Yummy's dash cleaner. But I've got the tools at my disposal, so I'm going to just go like this. And what I'm doing just now is I'm getting the tricky bits that you can't get at, really, the hard bits. So I've just airlined all the wee tricky bits, folks, and what I'll do now is just whip over it with a microfiber cloth. There's still other things to do in this tractor, so again, I'm trying to get it fairly good now, but this is not the final result neither. We will go over it again at the end. Just trying to let you see the process. Right then, folks, center console's looking good. Again, it's not 100% yet. We'll do the very final 100% at the very end. Moving on to this side now, we've already APC'd it, but again, we've not went crazy. There's bits in here, as you can see in there, Callum. The APC is the initial wipe down. We're going into the dash cleaner now. Let's go. My dash cleaner's got built-in degreasers as well, so any little greasy parts that you missed, this will get it. Just making light work of this. Right then, folks, we're going on to the next stage, which is windows. Now, this is going to be quite difficult to show you because obviously we're not done the exterior of this tractor. It's hard to get a window absolutely mint if your outside windows are rotten. So what I might do, I'm going to give a bit go on the inside now, but I might just close the tractor door and clean the outside window too to let you see. Here we go. Sorry, Mr. Yummy's glass cleaner, my go-to product. Now, generally what I tell my customers is less is more when you're using glass cleaner. But this window, I've had a touch of it, it's really greasy, it's really grimy. So I've put a lot more on there than what I would normally do because I intend on doing this twice. So I'm going to wipe the whole thing down quickly with a rag, my window, excuse me, with my window rag, and then I'll go over the whole thing again. On the second run, I'll show you generally how much I normally use. So when I do windows, I just go around all the edges. You'll know yourselves, folks, these are a nightmare, but they need to be there. Around all the edges first, and then start colouring it in like a bairn. Another handy tip is if you've got an airline, in these bits here, I'll just attack that with an airline. I'll spray in there with glass cleaner and I'll just blast it with an airline. I'll get as much as I can at first. Right, I'm actually quite happy with that. There's been a lot come off on the cloth. Right then, folks, like I said, I'm just going to give this a real quick wipe on the outside so that you get a good look at how clean we get these windows. Again, I'll be spraying excessively more than I normally would. This is on the outside of the vehicle, so it is grimy. It does need a bit on it to get it looking yummy. So I'm not looking for perfection on here, folks. This is just for your benefit, so that you can see where I've been. Because there is slurry and all sorts on these outside windows. That's a big patch of... There's some right bad bits there, Callum. So I'll just give it another extra coat there, and we'll just wipe over. Fuck, that is hard on that. Jesus. Bit of slurry that's solidified. Again there. So any of the slurry boys out there, you'll know yourselves how difficult it is to get slurry off windows and things. So that's just an initial wipe down on the outside to let you have a wee look. I'm going to go into the interior again to do that window properly. Here we go. Right then folks, so I'm back inside. We've given the outside a quick wipe just so you can get a better look at the actual window. And this is the sort of volume of spray that I would put on a door of that size. This is a 5S. 3 sprays. A brand new microfiber cloth. I actually use these cloths as well, but I find on cold damp days a microfiber is quite good for doing your windows, which it is quite cold and damp this day. So anything to make my life a little bit easier when I'm doing these jobs. Again, this is why I created these products. Make my life